Welcome to my first ever artistry class and beauty talk, Fenty Beauty.
Gonna start off with a soft matte base using our Pro Filter primer.
Well, when I was making it really feminine and I wanted it to be a pinky nude that just had this really nice smell and I wanted it to also feel supple, something that felt comfortable to the skin. And it works on every complexion, as you can see. How does that feel, Halima?
Delicious.
But it's there, that. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next step, which is our lovely, delicious Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation. So have you guys tried the Pro Filter foundation before? And so there's a color for everyone in here.
I'm using 180.
180. And Halima, what's Halima's number?
390.
390. Look at how matte this is. It already looks like she's powdered and there's nothing but foundation on her skin.
But it still looks like skin. It doesn't look over powdery. This brush is so epic. I use this for foundation. I use it to prep the skin. I use it for blush sometimes. It's literally the perfect brush, I think, because of its density. It just blends the foundation in seamlessly.
What I'm using now is the sponge. There's many things that I love about this sponge. For me, I never want to put a sponge down that just rolls off. Two, the shape is so good because with the flat side, you really can capture a big area, and the cut is so unique because it really allows you to go around the nose area, around the lip area, especially like if you're retouching throughout the day. It doesn't disturb what you already have done. Using a sponge dam, what it really does is mimics the skin's texture, so allowing the foundation to really look and feel like skin.
This right here, I usually like to use that corner for like really, really tight under the eye. This is really good for powder, the flat side. It's also really good for applying foundation, but I like to do this side as well when it comes to foundation. I like to keep it rolling around so you could just match sticks. Who said it? Yes, you're right. The packaging is one of my favorite things about this product. You could dump all of this into one bag. It's not moving anywhere. It's not getting uncovered. It's all slammed together and perfect. What color are you gonna use right now?
I'm gonna use the color Espresso. Espresso is my ultimate favorite shade. Like, I just want you to know that. It's like I use it as an lips, contour, such a universal color. It looks great on all skin tones. And I like to do contour first because it allows me to really just shape the face.
I'm gonna start with concealer first. We like to warm it up on the back of our hand to kind of warm it up and activate it. A lot of people, when they first go into their matchsticks, they notice that they might be a little bit dry, but that's what they're supposed to be like because they do have more of that soft matte finish. So a little trick to get it creamy, just activate it by warming it up on the back of your hand. And then you're gonna see, boom, color payoff. So rich, but then when it dries down, it just like locks into the foundation and it lasts all day and it won't budge. So I'm going into contour next, a little bit of suede to kind of get the cool, but
Tell
to get
them
some
about
more.
Amber, because Amber is because you're asking all the right questions. You're not scared of Amber. Thank you. All right, so Priscilla's gonna show you guys how to use Amber because it's not that scary.
It's like the perfect cool tone contour for fair skin. A lot of the times I feel like fair skin also gets overlooked and contours can sometimes be too orangey or be too gold. But Rihanna made the perfect undertone and the perfect tone for contour. So since Vita's in the 100s, but she's in the later 100s, so she's fair skin, but just a little bit of color. So I'm actually just gonna mix in a tiny bit of warmth to it, but it's literally the perfect contour. If you just want that sucked in chisel cheek.
Show them the jawline. Like, get into that over there.
And suede is like my perfect color. It's not too warm and it's not too cool. It's like the perfect tone.
For me, I like to do conceal last. So what I'm doing here is using the color Wheat, and I'm using my all over blending brush and my sponge. I like to go a little bit lighter and then slowly go ahead and add the actual color. I want to chisel a little bit her cheeks. So I'm going to go underneath it.
I think this product is pretty genius because you can use it on any skin tone. So don't be afraid of this color. It's like perfect.
This is actually one of my favorite products as well, the Invisimatte powder. As I tell you, I am anti-grease.
I want to add a little color to the cheek. I'm going to use a little shimmer stick. So I'm going to use the matchsticks in the shimmer formula. So we have 30 total, 20 are matte and 10 have shimmer. So the shimmer ones I like to mix and match and use them as highlight and blushers as well. And the best part is that it doesn't budge. It's like the most genius product, but still has that really beautiful sheen. This is my favorite combination right now. It's rum and yacht life.
So I did a little bit of rum on the cheeks, but now I want to do a little bit more drama. So I'm going to go in with my Kilowatt. Who loves this? I mean, isn't this the best thing in the universe of makeup. Like, if you guys don't have this, you're basically dead.
The Trophy Wife was one of our top sellers from the singles. It's like sold out everywhere. It's hard to keep on the shelves. But the duos are so fun because it depends on what mood you're in. You can even use it on the eyelid. You can use the sparkle on your cheek. You can use the flat one as a blush. You can use it. I like to go all the way up to my forehead sometimes. I like to get dramatic and go into my hairline. So you can go crazy with this thing and it will never, ever disappoint.
As we all know, when we do highlight, we like to use these little tedious brushes. But I feel like for everyday people, sometimes that can be scarier because they're just kind of putting it wherever they feel like it goes. So Rihanna created this brush to actually perfectly hug your cheek and apply your highlight seamlessly every time.
Look at that. You just set it perfectly. You don't have to do anything. Just for a little more highlight on top of the highlight I already applied.
The cheek hugging brush, what I love about it, everything it touches, like you mentioned, it hugs it.
So we're gonna go into some looks now. We have the Fenty Face Perfected. So what kind of look are you gonna do? You're gonna use the Moroccan Spice palette. I see you have that out.
This is my jam. Okay, so for me, I want to go more for a monochromatic burgundy look.
Middle tone to blend your eyeshadow out with.
What are you doing over here?
I'm using Hennessy. So what I like to do is shape my smoky eyes first. So I start with the lower lash line, and then I just fill in the center. I love Hennessy, and I'm using my all over eyeshadow brush. Using just the tip of the brush, just wiggle it back and forth on the lower lash lines. This is what I love about this brush. Look up. You can literally do it very tight, or you can just drop it and create more drop.
One of the most important brushes when it comes to eyeshadow. You can also blend with this brush. As you can see at the tip, it's still a little bit fuzzy.
I'm gonna finish out the eye with a little bit of Kilowatt. The great thing about Rihanna is that she created all products that you can use everywhere, which for me as a makeup artist is essential. You know, I've always kind of dug around my kit, kind of had to make things, certain other things, and put them in different places, but that's like your philosophy, and I've learned that through you. So I'm gonna do Kilowatt on the eyes. That's kind of like, and I'm gonna dip into here and I'm gonna apply it on the eyelids. And it's just gonna give this beautiful blue payoff.
What about you, Hector? Give us your final step.
Right, so what I'm gonna do here now is give a little bit of texture to my look, Miss Trophy Wife.
So these ladies have already been prepping backstage with their beginning stages of the Fenty Face, which is the foundation, and actually, there's nothing on her face but matchsticks, just so you know. Even that nice bronze look over here on the forehead, all matchsticks. He hasn't even put powder on her yet, so he's gonna do that next. And Priscilla.
I'm gonna warm up the eyes a little bit. I'm gonna take matchsticks and espresso.
It's very important to always shape with something more neutral, as is your guide, and then you add your color. It's one of the things that I've learned from you, that you always like to apply your contours first and then you add color, which I think is genius. So I'm gonna start with the outer corner here first to create this shape that I'm going for. This allows you to also see the eye shape, because sometimes you think you know and you're assessing, but really until you don't apply your neutrals, you don't know how much you want to do.
Let's do a little fly liner.
Let's get into this fly liner. Have you guys tried it? The little tip is like super fine, so you can do your thin little line, and then you can also do more of a thicker line if you press a little bit harder. And look how black it is. It's so dark.
And it stays black.
Matchsticks as my shape, and now I'm just adding a little bit of
saffron
and
in
then
the
taking
Moroccan Spice palette.
Just really smoking this out. So this that happened here, the only reason why I left it, I did it on purpose so you can see, because now what we want to do is just set that lid using Invisimatte, and then just set that lid with Invisimatte.
So this is the Kabuki brush right here. This is designed to do very special things. I'm gonna start with her shoulder. Like a dream. It looks like liquid. Do you see that? It looks wet. It's not wet. It really isn't. I can do this 1,000 times in a circle until like my whole body becomes this palette. All right, we're gonna check in with Hector.
The Riri way.
This palette was created by the Sunset. My two favorite colors together, orange and pink. It's really unexpected, but they're beautiful. But check this out. He can do the pink as a blush. You can also use the orange as a blush, depending on your skin tone, depending on the look you're going for. If you just want a little bit, a hint of something, but not too much. And you know, we are in Dubai, so I had to do something special. And I want to give it to you guys first. You're getting the first premiere of this product. I always say the best way to show up to a party is uninvited. And that's what I call the shade. It's black. I mean, can we pull it out? Could we dim these lights just a little bit so we could get the full effect? And again, here's the rule that I like. The naked eye. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. I had a blast with all of you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys soon, all right? Thank you.